Hello trainers, welcome to Pokemon Tea Time, a casual Pokemon video to watch during your tea time snack break. A new series in which I'll be covering whatever casual Pokemon topic I feel like without making it into like a big complicated video like my Pokemon region or the fairy tale gyms that I really should get back on working on, shouldn't I? Hopefully with like minimal editing so I can like make more of these videos and have them be like a fun casual way to talk about Pokemon. Today we're gonna talk about the Pokemon and Hatsune Miku collab. I used to listen to Vocaloid when I was younger, so I'm pretty excited about this collab. I was looking forward to it. We currently don't have all of them. We've got 14 out of 18 types. In case you aren't aware, they're doing Hatsune Miku the Vocaloid, who is an, voice synthesizer singing thing. I feel like most people know Miku, even if you don't listen to her. But yeah, she's also a kind of a fashion icon, I guess. So they're making her as if she was a Pokemon trainer for every single type. So their little like theme is, what if Miku was a Psychic type trainer, Grass type trainer, Fire type trainer, and so on for every type, and we've got 14 out of 18 types so far. They've been doing one every day, like not on weekends, and for the last 2 weeks there's giving Monday. So we got 4 left. Should be coming Tuesday to Friday. And in case you're wondering, the 4 we haven't gotten so far, I believe, are Dragon, Fighting, Steel, and what's the last one? Dark. We don't have a Dark type. Yeah, those are the 4 we don't have, but we have every other type. I have a lot of opinions on them. Some are bad, some are good, some are lukewarm, I don't know. We're gonna go in order. First one is Psychic type Miku. The artist is Take. They do have a few different artists making the Mikus, but most of them have been by Megumi Mizutani so far, I think. Okay, let's go Psychic type. So Miku's partner for Psychic is Meloetta, which is quite obviously like a musical Pokemon. She's a singer, that's her thing. So personally for me, this one is a bit too casual. I can see that it's Miku, but the clothes are like a little bit boring in my opinion. They're just too casual. Like, she looks like a schoolgirl that's just out on a normal day. She hasn't like dressed up or anything. It kind of works for the Pokemon world because most people are kind of casual, you know. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. I do think her like bag being like a keyboard is kind of cute. The fact that she's got Unknown also kind of cute. You know, the little details are cute. Overall though, I'm not like super excited about this design. It's not anything amazing or whatever. So I don't think I have too much to say about the first Psychic type Miku, so we're just gonna go ahead and look at Grass type Miku, the next one, which is by, this one is by Megumi Mizutani, like I mentioned, who's done a lot of them. Yeah, so she did Grass type, and the obvious Pokemon choice was Rillaboom because it's a literal drummer. Of course they're gonna pick Rillaboom, and this Miku is obviously like a cheerleader. Okay, so here's where a problem kind of starts, and the problem is that Miku doesn't really look like Miku. And in my opinion, having a Miku in a Miku collab that doesn't look like Miku kind of makes the collab a bit pointless. She's got the hairstyle, you know, like with the two twin tails, but the color is different and the style is different, so it's just a little bit too far away from Miku for my taste. But like as a Pokemon trainer, if I didn't know it was Miku, I would have just assumed it wasn't Miku, you know. But as a Pokemon trainer, I think she's fairly cute. It's not like my favorite cheerleader design ever. Cheerleader is like a popular design thing for characters. It's not my favorite, but it's not terrible. It's kind of cute. I don't know. Don't hate it, don't love it either. I'm not blown away by it. Actually, I have to say I really don't like the way her hair, like the ends are so weird. They're just weird lumps of green. I don't really know how to interpret it as like if it was real hair. So that's a bit weird. But the combination of like a drummer Pokemon and a cheerleader, that's fairly cute. I like that part. And we're moving on to another Megumi Mizutani design, Fire type. I can't lie, I kinda hate this one. So the Pokemon they partnered her with is a Skeledirge, as you can see. And I'm kind of a hater of the final evolutions of the Gen 9. I don't think they're good at all. Even though Skeledirge is actually my favorite out of the 3 of them, I still don't like it that much. It's still like a very low tier starter Pokemon for me. Even so, I don't think this Miku even like matches Skeledirge. I feel like they look a bit mismatched. I also think the outfit is really boring. You can see her throwing away the jacket. I think it's just to show the jacket. You wouldn't really see the back of the jacket if she was wearing it in this pose, you know? But you can see it in the character sheet. And when she's wearing it, it looks a bit cooler. I'm still not completely sold on it. I feel like the jacket is the cool part, and then like in the official art, she's not wearing it, she's just throwing it away. And I don't like the hair texture. I know the hair texture is supposed to look like Skeletor's fire clown hair, which is something I hate. So the fact that she has like the fire hair, but instead of fire it's just messy, weird blue hair. I don't like it. I think it looks ugly, frankly. I don't like the brownish dark red that she's wearing in her like weird leggings, I guess. I'm not a fan of this one, honestly. But I do agree that Skeletor is probably the most, you know, musical related Pokemon because it's a singer. I just don't like the execution of it at all. And we've done Grass and Fire, so you can probably predict that the next type, yeah, it's going to be Water type, of course. And for Water type, again, Mizutani designed it. And this is the first one that I was like, oh, I actually love this one. In terms of looking like Hatsune Miku, the scale is like maybe a 2 out of 10. Because like, there is no way if someone showed me this, I would have been like, oh, it's Miku. It just straight up does not look like Miku at all. But I do actually adore this design. I think she actually matches Primarina, and Primarina is like an opera singer or something, and like a, you know, mermaid singer or whatever. So again, the Pokemon fits really well. But yeah, I do love her aesthetic. I love the beach aesthetic. I love the cute like beach ball she's got. I think she looks like a Pokemon trainer. She's like both casual and quirky enough that it makes sense to me. It's a cute detail that she's got like a potion and a heal ball attached to her back, I guess. So this is my favorite so far. I think this is actually a good design, except that it doesn't look like Miku, which makes the Miku collab a little bit weird, because yeah. It's a Miku collab, it looks nothing like Miku, but at least the design is good in my opinion. I think I'm not the only one when I say I would like the beach ball, both in real life as a beach ball, and I would also like a Pokemon ball in the games that look like this beach ball because it's really cute. We've got a few to go through, so let's just move on to electric type. So this one is by Kanu. I don't know, there's 3 N's. Kanu, I don't know. Yeah, electric type. So this one features Rotom. This is kind of a tricky one in my opinion because on its own, again, I like the design, but as usual, I don't think it looks like Hatsune Miku, which is a huge miss. I'm not the biggest fan of Rotom being the Pokemon, and the fact that I don't think Rotom was a good choice is that they did nothing with Rotom. If they had Rotom like possessing an instrument or a microphone, then like absolutely 100% would love it to be Rotom. But this doesn't feel like it's music related at all when you just have a basic Rotom. I've seen a few people say she looks like a cowboy because of the hat, and I mean, I have to agree a tiny bit, but the rest of the clothes aren't very cowboy-like. I kind of a little bit get like some kind of Ghostbuster vibes, which is funny because Rotom is a ghost type, you know? I have no idea if that was the intention at all. Again, I don't know, she's clearly meant to be some kind of electrical work girl. She's a decent looking trainer. I'll say it's not my style, but it's cool. And it doesn't look like Miku, and I don't think the Pokemon is very musical related, so as a Pokemon trainer, good design. As a Miku, not so good. And we're moving on to normal type, and for normal type they did Chatot, which was very unexpected. It wasn't unexpected that they picked Chatot, because its head is a literally musical note, like, of course. I thought they would have picked Chatot for flying type, but they picked it for normal type, but that's fine. The thing that's not fine, however, is that I find the design incredibly ugly and messy. I don't like it at all. No. Like, I kinda hate it. I find it so ugly. I've seen a few people say it's kind of like ugly cute, you know? But I don't even think it's ugly cute. I just find it ugly. I'm sorry, but like, those glasses are just terrible. I hate them. I think it's weird that they made her pants pink, yellow, green, blue. It reminds me of Alolan Muck. But then the thing is, the colors are supposed to like remind you of Chatot, but then like the pink is not Chatot's pink. So it's like, oh, okay. Why isn't it Chatot's pink? I don't know, I just find it super ugly and weird. Not my style at all. At least she has the Miku hair color, but even then she's not like super Miku. So I don't know, yeah, this design is just a mess to me. I don't like it at all. And yeah, Mizutani made this one as well. Moving on to Ice type, and the designer this time is Kantaro. And this one sure is something. And I've said it a lot of times in this video already, but this looks nothing like Miku. I don't mind the fact that her fashion is more like male, it's just that I think it's really ugly. And also, this one is a huge fail to me because of two reasons. Reason number one is Miku doesn't look like Miku, which is something I've said a lot, of course. And the second is, this doesn't look like a Pokemon character. Because Pokemon characters don't have like ice hair, they have normal hair. You know what I mean? Like, this looks like it comes from some other franchise, it doesn't look like Pokemon. So to me it's a massive fail. And also I find it really weird. Her hair is ice, but then her shirt also has ice parts, and then her shoes also have ice parts. So like, are the shoes made of hair, or is her hair made of shoes? You know? I also don't like the Sims logo crystal that she's got in like neon green all of a sudden. It doesn't match Lapras, doesn't match anything else on her, so it's a very odd choice. Super strange to me. Total fail. Like, but on its own, the design for another franchise could be kinda cool. Just not for Pokemon and not for Miku. I think Lapras is probably a pretty good choice because it's known for like singing. I think the G-Max form has like notes kind of around it, if I remember correctly, so it was a Pokemon I thought they might pick for ice. And like, the other ice option would probably be Jinx, who is kind of like also known for singing, and like, they're not gonna pick Jinx, they're not. So, okay, next one is a rock type, which surprisingly, one of my absolute favorite of the ones we've seen so far, because we have this very like princessy Miku with the Auroras, and she's just really cute. And this one is also by Megumi Mizutani. And now the great thing about this one isn't just the fact that she looks like a cute pretty princess, it's that if you look at the character sheet, she actually has the base is like a jester costume, or even like a ballerina, and she has two like, I don't know what they're called, you like juggle with them, two thingies, the white and the black one. You can see little sketches like she meets with Auroras, and then Auroras kind of like turns her into a princess, which is adorable and like fairy tale like. I love the design a lot, it's super girly and super cute. It's very fairy tale like, and you know I like fairy tales. But of course, I just have to mention that it doesn't really look like Miku. Like, it's got the twin tails at least. So the thing I love about this design is the fact that both the jester design and the princess design are gorgeous in my opinion, and I think they fit really well into the Pokemon world. So this was mostly a success, apart from the fact that she doesn't look like Miku. I know, I'm gonna say that for like most of them. I'm sorry, I'm repeating myself a lot, but I have to say it. But overall, just because I love it so much, I still have to like call it a success. Because like, if I saw this on sale on a shelf, I would buy it because I love it so much. And then we have actually, I would say another of my favorites, also kind of surprising, ground type. And it's Flygon. And I feel like I'm one of the few people who actually predicted Flygon correctly, because I happen to know that Flygon sings. It like whips up a sandstorm and then it like sings in the desert, so if you like hear a song, it could be a Flygon. I just remember that lore, so when I was looking at just all of the ground types, I was like, that's a very likely Pokemon, so I called it. But yeah, this is one of my favorite designs. I think this is a really cool design. Oh, and the art is by Kano again this time. Yeah, this is a really stellar Miku. I think she's really cool. And you know what I'm gonna say next? It doesn't look like Miku. It just doesn't. It doesn't have her hair color, her eye color, her face, you know. Doesn't look like Miku. But she's super cool. She of course kind of reminds me of Zinnia a little bit, you know, with the like torn cape and stuff. But yeah, she looks so cool. She looks like she is a ground type Pokemon trainer for sure. There is only one tiny detail I don't really like, and that is in fact that she's wearing like Crocs for shoes. I wish she had better shoes. But other than that, stellar design, top design, really good. We've just hit a bunch of bangers because the next type is flying type, Kanu again. I adore this one so much. Her partner Pokemon is Altaria, as you can see. I love this one. I think she's so pretty. I'm sorry she doesn't look like Miku at all. I've said it now, okay. So, other than that, she's absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, she has like this unique style that I kind of wish they'd give a real Pokemon character. Because she has a distinct outfit, in my opinion. She looks very cloud-like and dreamy, so I love her. I also love the character sheet where you have like little sketches of her, and there's one of her like dreaming with a swablu on her face. And you know what she's dreaming about? She's dreaming about eating cake and having tea, and also playing on her Switch. So you know, literally me. Same girl, same. But yeah, absolutely gorgeous character. And the banger designs just don't stop coming. This time Mizutani, again, did fairy type, and the Pokemon is of course Jigglypuff. Of course it's Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff sings all the time. It's its thing. I would have been so upset if they didn't do Jigglypuff, honestly. Because I do love Jigglypuff. It's like one of my favorite Pokemon. And I love this one. Now this one is also a little bit like a casual schoolgirl, but a fashionable cute one. Unlike the first psychic type one, this one like has a very cohesive style that I like. The mixed hair, so you have like the blue from Miku mixed with pink to make it more fairy and Jigglypuff, which is very cute. Her bag like doubled as a pillow, and I think that is so cute and so clever. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not 100% sure it's even a bag, maybe it's just a pillow that she carries around. But I think it's supposed to be like both a bag and a pillow. And of course once you tie it up it looks like a giant bow, which is just, it's a brilliant design. And I love the details of the comfy flowers in her hair and stuff. And I even love the little like Pokédex has like the flowers as well, and he has like a little, I don't know if it's a Pokewalker or like a Tamagotchi or something. Very cute. Top tier design. But does it look like Hatsune Miku? Not really, but it's almost there. The blue parts of the hair is kind of helping, but ultimately, again, I wouldn't really think this was Miku if I just saw her. So I can't really give her a Miku pass here either. Absolutely adorable design. As a fairy type lover, I'm happy. Next we've got bug type. I'm very surprised to say that I love this one, and I'm very happy they picked Cricketune, because I was very hopeful they would pick it because it's such a silly Pokemon, but I always loved the cry of Cricketune even before it became a meme. I was very happy for it when it became a meme because everybody's sleeping on my boy Cricketune. He's a good boy with a big mustache. He looks incredibly silly. It's not a good looking Pokemon, but I still love it because it's so silly. But yeah, I absolutely love this Miku. I think this is a great design. She looks like a moth, you know? Like a sad moth. She really looks like she could be a bug type trainer, but it's not the usual way we'd get a bug type trainer, which is, you know, a little bit more a bug catcher. You know, they have like a big net or something to catch a Pokemon. This is a new, unique take on a bug type trainer, and I love it. And she looks like she sings in a choir. I can't really give her the Miku pass again, but because of the colors and because of the tie, it kind of moves back into Miku territory, so she almost gets a pass. Not quite, but I think the design is really good. Next we have Poison type, and I have to say I absolutely hate this one. I'm sorry, Kantaro, who is the artist for this one. I hate it. It's so messy and so terrible. And again, I feel like this one has the same problem as the Ice type one. I don't think it looks like Miku at all, and I also don't think it looks like it belongs in Pokemon. But if you like remove the jacket, like you can see in the character sheet, then we're starting to move into Pokemon territory, because I feel like the other one is so incredibly over-designed. The only place you could like kind of fit in is like with Team Star, and I think Team Star are really ugly for the most part. Because she reminds me of the fake ninja guy, I forgot his name. Ortega is the fairy guy, right? I can't even remember his name, that's how much I don't care for him. Yeah, I feel like this is over-designed and not very Pokemon-y. I don't like it at all. Because we have like a ton of crazy scientists in Pokemon. Like for example we have Colress. He does have like a slightly quirky design, but it's nowhere near on this level. And I hate the hair, like what the Psyduck is going on with the hair, like what is this mess? It looks like it's just weird goo, and Pokemon designs don't tend to have gooey hair, they tend to have sometimes slightly wacky hair, but at least it's hair. And I don't get the plastic bag over the shoes. Like I get that she's like probably like in a lab when you have to like cover your shoes so you're not like dragging in dirt or whatever, but it looks stupid to me, like it doesn't make sense at all. Just looks dumb to me, I'm sorry. I have to still say, if it wasn't Pokemon and this was in a franchise where this over-designed color explosion was like the norm, in that case I would like it, but I just don't feel like it's for Pokemon. And I also don't feel like it's for Miku, so it's a fail to me. Toxtricity was of course the correct choice, however. Okay, next one is the last one for today, because like I mentioned, there are 4 types missing that I will have to do another video on when they're out. Number 14, Ghost type. Now this one, finally we have one that passes the Miku check 100% because it's very much based on Miku's, original design. And I do love this one. And we have Miss Magius. And again, I feel like I was one of the very few Pokemon who actually predicted Miss Magius as the Ghost-type Pokemon, because I looked at a list of all the Ghost-type Pokemon, and that's the only one that kind of has a little bit of a music vibe. Because I just happen to remember reading lore or maybe watching the anime where it kind of, maybe not singing, but like chanting different, spells and stuff like a witch. And that's the most musical thing out of all Pokemon that are ghost type, I mean, of course. Oh, and the artist is Take. Good job, Take. The arms look like spell tag, the item, which is very cool. And she is very much a literal ghost. She's also a glitch. This actually makes sense because we do have human ghosts in Pokemon. So I'm fine with her being a literal ghost and not a real human. We've had that in several games. We don't have a ghost person in Paldea, do we? And that's why the Paldea region sucks. We need more ghost people. But yeah, the little glitchiness, super cute. Super great design, absolutely passes the Miku vibe check. We love her. So that's all the 14 designs for this time. I hope you had a nice little snack time or tea time. I am constantly drinking tea, I'm a tea addict. Today's tea was peach and mango tea, in case you care. I hope you liked this more casual video. I would really like to make more of them. And I mean, I took the effort to make the intro, so now I gotta use it. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Until then, keep training and keep being awesome. I'll see you next tea time. Bye!